Good morning. Today is going to be a live on a Freestyle Friday. Um, what's today? October the 3rd. Oh, sorry about that noise in the background. Ignore it. Welcome. Welcome one, welcome all to Insight and Perspective with Bronx Girl. Yeah, it's a beautiful Friday morning. Zachary's off to school. I was gonna go to the laundry, but it's a bit crowded, so I'll wait, see how long this live go, and we'll just take it from there. But I hope everyone, especially my supporters in particular, their brave hearts, are having a great start to your day, a great morning. However, you decide to listen to me and take me on the go, take me along the way. I appreciate it. So I'm gonna just get started, jump in, talk about it. It's the weekend. I don't know if anyone have anything planned, but I don't have anything planned at the moment. But I wanted to take Zachary out for on Saturday. We'll probably go out for a couple of hours, come back home. New York City, I'm not going to say it's getting crazy, but it may seem like that across the country, across the world, that New York is just getting crazy. But New York will survive. We have survived many crises. But the world today, the chaos and the state that it is in today, it is kind of sad, chaotic that we are living in a state of chaos. And mostly, I'm not going to put everything on Trump, but if I had to blame someone, it would be him. Him coming into office, changing things around, and being a dictator. Trump coming into office and being the person that he is absolutely sad. I'm not calling myself an American for 4 years. As long as Trump is in office, I would never call myself an American because I'm not proud to be an American. I'm black. That's it. When someone be like, "Where you from? What are you?" I'm a black woman. That's what I am. Not a black American. Not an American. I'm a black woman. That's how I identify from now on. But yeah, so that's my take on the Trump and the people that voted for him, especially the blacks that voted for Donald Trump, was absolutely, you should be ashamed of yourselves now that he's trying to destroy history that our ancestors had to suffer and go through just to be recognized as human. And you vote for someone like Trump, but I'm not here to tell people how to vote. It's just that the aftermath of you voting for Trump, the blacks in particular, that's not rich, that won't ever be a billionaire or probably a millionaire, because if you did, then you wouldn't have voted for Trump. If you had that type of mindset, not saying that you won't, but I'm just saying people that think progressively wouldn't have voted for Trump. Sorry, I don't like Trump's MAGA. That's what we'll call it, MAGA. That's what y'all are, MAGA. If you voted for Trump, don't say, "Oh, you're not MAGA. You're a Trump supporter." You are MAGA, MAGA, MAGA. And enough of MAGA. The black MAGAs is the worst. Okay, moving right along with the Cardi B and a Nicki Minaj beef. First of all, I don't think it's a beef. It's beyond a beef. It is absolutely vicious, disgusting, horrible on both sides. I'll just give my spin and my take on it, on how I see it. Of course, you are free to push back and drop down in the comments and share your thoughts about the situation. If you have any thoughts, no pressure. First and foremost, Nicki Minaj, yeah, she has been in the game for a while. She is older than Cardi B. She is more experienced, a better rapper than Cardi B. She is much more talented and skillful than Cardi B. We could give her all that. We know that is not a lie. So I didn't even know Cardi B and Nicki Minaj was still having beef. We knew that back in the day, a long time ago. When I say long time ago, 2018, they were going back and forth. It was dumbed in, and it's even pettier and dumber now. But this time, it's kind of wicked and evil from both sides. I'm not taking any sides at all, but I will say this: Cardi B has proven over and over again how weak she is and how tough she is not. right? So her record, her album, her sales did pretty damn well. They did great. They did nicely. She was inducted into the World Records. She's on top of her game. She's on top of the world. Everything is flowing. She must be feeling good about herself because of her album and the the just how it just exceeded, and it went into like it did great numbers. Then I guess Nicki Minaj wanted to get Cardi B attention, and she got her attention. All right. First and foremost, if Cardi B was a strong woman, like she talked like she is, I personally would have never responded to Nicki Minaj, especially if I'm at the height of my career in that moment. Nothing is going to bring me down. Cardi B fell into Nicki Minaj trap so easily, like Nicki Minaj knew Cardi B would do. It was like she didn't have to try, she didn't have to work at it, she just did it. She probably was at home like, look, watch this bird fall into my trap. All I gotta say is one thing, and she's responding. And how you know Cardi B is weak because of the way she responded. She responded so quickly. She was saying how she was cooking food, and she put the picture of her cooking the food up, and she had to stop and I guess respond. First of all, I wouldn't have responded. Cardi B have to look at it in a way where Beyonce don't respond to that bullshit. Oprah Winfrey don't respond to bullshit, and many other people. I just know Oprah and Beyonce that don't respond to bullshit. But Cardi B had to play tough, prove to her audience that she's not going to get punked or suckered, or she's not going to back down. She has to be the one to get the last word. That's exactly what she proved, and that's exactly what she did. And I just felt like Cardi B, if she's who she thinks she is, well, she's not. I don't think she's tough at all. I think she put on a character just like Nicki Minaj. I don't think Nicki Minaj is that tough either, but I think Nicki Minaj probably will. Her and Cardi B, I don't know who will win in the fight. It would probably it would probably be a draw. But I said this on another platform that Cardi B fell right into her trap so easily. She's weak. She didn't have to respond. The number speaks for itself. She didn't have to go that far. Now it has escalated into this big ordeal. Like it's absolutely sad. It's a sad day in hip hop when you have two women that's on top of their game that are in their own different lanes, because let's face it, Cardi B and Nicki Minaj is no match for lyrics. So we're not going to front like, oh, Cardi B is some grand lyricist. She knows she's not. I'd rather rock with, I'm not taking any sides, I'd rather rock with Nicki Minaj rather than Cardi B. And Cardi B is from the Bronx. And I'm not saying that I'm like, if it's a choice of whose music I like, it's Nicki Minaj music, right? Not all of her music, but I mean, you could buy her album with Pink Friday, and you could listen to the whole album from beginning to end. Now with Cardi B, her rap is a little bit different. I don't feel like she put any effort into her rap, and that's okay. But that doesn't matter because people say otherwise. She hit records out the box. She scored high on her sales. She was inducted into the what is it called? Guinness World Records book, right? Because she broke records, her album, and so Nicki Minaj knew what to do to bring her down, and that's exactly what she did. So we just can't just put our blame on Nicki Minaj. She could say whatever she want to say, right? If we want to look at it like that. And yes, Cardi B probably may have the right to respond, but should she? Did she have to respond in the height of her career? She let for 3 days they've been going at it. 3 days they've been going at it, and it got vicious and it got wicked. Now, a lot of people are saying that, oh, they were talking about each other kids, but this is nothing new. So it's not like, oh my gosh, they were talking about people kids. They do it over here on YouTube. They need to come to YouTube to see how they get it popping that Nicki Minaj and Cardi B are just alike, talking about each other kids so viciously. Going like I feel with both women, mostly Cardi B, because she's kind of like, I'm not going to say she can't be trusted, right? But I will say that she don't know how to fight by herself. When she first put out her first tweet, excuse me, whatever they were beefing at on Twitter or X or whatever, when Cardi B responded to Nicki Minaj, she included other names like Rihanna, some other people, but I knew Rihanna stood out. I'm like, why is she involving Rihanna and everybody else in this? Why you can't fight your own battles, Cardi B? You didn't have to include everybody else other than yourself. Talking about, oh, I was listening to you in high school. Why you don't fight with people your age? Like that doesn't matter when it comes to hip hop or like the career that y'all two both of you are in. Why she need to fight with somebody her age? You a grown woman. I'm not gonna sit here and say that everything that Nicki Minaj said I agree with, but some things like let me close this door. Oh shit. I had to close the door. So I'm not saying that Cardi B didn't have to respond, okay, and I'm not saying that it was okay for Nicki Minaj to do what she do, but she could say what she want, and yes, Cardi B can say what she want. But what I'm saying is like the fact that Cardi B had to include other people in her fight and her beef with Nicki Minaj, I think that's whack. That's why I don't trust Cardi B. Her name would be in a lot of shit. Okay, that's why her album called "M.I. the Drama." She know what she is. She know what she's capable, and she know what she does behind the scenes, so to speak. I feel like she do talked way too much. I felt like she talked way too much when she let people know that when she used to be out there, dancing and entertaining men, what she used to do to men. Like that could have been a secret that you kept for the rest of your life. You didn't have to tell no one. You didn't have to share that what you did to men to get their attention or to distract them. And if y'all know what I'm talking about, then yeah. So she's in beef with Ice Spice, which I don't know about that beef. But the beef that I'm interested in the vicious, I don't know, the viciousness between Cardi B and Nicki Minaj is absolutely dumb, petty, and it's unnecessary, and it's definitely going to explode. Because see, Cardi B, she can't be brought down. She don't bow down to nobody. She don't really want to seem like that she don't have a backbone and that she have to reply because Nicki Minaj is always bothering her and targeting her. A lot of things Nicki Minaj said about Cardi B, I agreed with, and some things that Cardi B said about Nicki Minaj, I agree with. I'm not going to get back and forth and go down a line of what I agree with and what I don't agree with. But what I did agree with is that it's petty and it's dumb, and it's not even necessary for them to be going back and forth. And another point is, like, I know people may like, why would Cardi B not? Oh yeah, one person said to me, oh, Cardi B was defending herself. She didn't have to because it was unnecessary. I don't think Nicki Minaj said anything that would have like pulled Cardi B out the kitchen and stop cooking and come and respond to her. If anything, if Cardi B had a great team behind her and a strong team behind her and told her, yo, listen, just ignore her. I bet you if you ignore her, then she'll go away. But what Cardi B did was, and what she don't realize is that she gave Nicki Minaj free content for her album. Nicki Minaj just put out an album, and excuse me, Nicki Minaj just promoted her album that's coming out in March, and we already in October. I don't know how the industry work or how ahead of time you're supposed to promote an album, but she know what she's doing. She's very smart. She's not dumb. Call her crazy, schizophrenic, bipolar, allegedly. Call her all that, but she's not stupid. She knew what she was doing when she was pulling Cardi B down in the gutter with her. People going around and say Nicki Minaj is miserable. She may be miserable, but she know how to make other people miserable too. And Cardi B is one of the many that she makes miserable easily and pull her into her trap and pull her down right where she want her to get her off her game. And that's exactly what Nicki Minaj did. So if it's a game of chess, then I guess Nicki Minaj won. She's just smarter. She's just swifter. She's just faster than Cardi B. I'm not gonna get Nicki Minaj is taking another turn. I don't know, and I'm not gonna even talk about the her husband because I don't know him like that. I'm not gonna talk about Cardi B being pregnant because I don't want to go there. That's not what I want to talk about. I don't want to gossip at that moment because this is not what this live is about. But we all have our opinions and we all have our disagreements. But what I'm saying is Cardi B gave Nicki Minaj. Good morning. Hi, Chris. How are you? Welcome to the chat. Good morning. But what I'm saying is if you look at it like this, right? Nicki Minaj pulled Cardi B out into the open. Cardi B on top of her game. Her records are doing well, doing great. She being inducted into the Guinness World Records. She getting her, of course, because Cardi B always had endorsements and promotions. You can't take that away from her. And Cardi B is likable. Whether you like her or not, she's likable. I like her in many ways, but then again, I don't like her in many ways. I like Nicki Minaj in many ways, and then again, I don't like Nicki Minaj in many ways. If I had the choice to buy any albums from any of the women, it would be definitely Nicki Minaj. And both of them had said things that dissing each other that was funny. Some of the things is not funny. You definitely can't laugh at. I'm not laughing at, them talking about other children. Each other's children or child. But if it's funny, it's funny. But my point is, I guess I'm getting at is look, Cardi B, I know you won't ever listen to this podcast, but if I was talking to you right now, we were cool, and some people could say, who am I? I am nobody. I am not nobody. I am somebody to me. But what I'm saying is, Cardi B, you let Nicki Minaj drag you down, pull you down into the gutter at the height of your success. You doing things, you doing numbers, enjoying the world, on top of the world, doing what you do to promote your album. Your album was a success, but you did exactly what Nicki Minaj wanted you to do. Nikki, old and miserable, point blank, period. No, see, how y'all gonna say Nikki is point blank, period, miserable? Right? No, she's smart and she's effective. This is not something, and maybe she is miserable. I'll give you that. Yeah, she probably is very miserable. Right? And that's okay. Cardi B is miserable too. But see, the thing is, Cardi B hide and mask her being miserable. Because she's going through a divorce, right? But she's just not doing what Nicki Minaj do. Nicki Minaj is out there with how she feel and how, I guess, miserable, right? But you have to admit that she pulled Cardi B down into the gutter with her. You have to admit that she got Cardi B's attention, and now the attention is on Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. But you also can admit that Cardi B didn't have to respond to Nicki Minaj if you know what she's capable of doing. If they had beef before and the beef didn't get resolved, or it did get resolved, but today is a whole different season, year, 5 years later, and Nicki Minaj is still at it, and Cardi B is enjoying every bit of it. So she answered her own question. Cardi B answered her own question. Am I the drama? Yes, Cardi B, you are the drama. You love dramas just as much as anyone else. See, the difference between Nicki Minaj and Cardi B is, I don't think Nicki Minaj can be embarrassed, right? And that may seem a little bit funny or strange to say, but I just don't think that Nicki Minaj get embarrassed as easily as Cardi B. Cardi B is weak in many areas of her life where her team could at least step in, yo, no, don't respond to her. This is what she wants you to do. She wants you to lose your momentum. She wants you to come down in the gutter with her. And Cardi B gave her every bit of it. Also, Cardi B, what she did was, yes, you are the drama. If you want to answer your own question, yeah, you are the drama. Just by you going by, speaking with, talking about other people, gossiping with other people. See, people that gossip, they're not that smart. They don't know who to gossip with and how to gossip, because it's okay to gossip. But you need to gossip with someone that you trust and that you are on the same page and you have the same language. Um, video is always leaked of Cardi B saying something about someone or somebody, or video is always leaked about. And Cardi B, she doesn't hesitate to like tell people business, because the same thing Nicki Minaj was doing, Cardi B was doing. So they both gossip about each other, and there is someone that's probably in the mode, because how did Cardi B know all that stuff about Nicki Minaj, and how did all that Nicki Minaj know all that stuff about Cardi B? Why? Because they gossip and they dumb at it. But Cardi B, she tells everything. When she's mad and angry and she feels defenseless, she tells everything, and that's a little bit sad to me that Cardi B is so easily manipulated. I'm not sitting here taking up for Nicki Minaj, because what she did, I can't say what she did was right or wrong. That's not my stand. My stand is that Nicki Minaj have the right to say what she want to say. She didn't even say nothing that would like warranted a response. I think her shit was just like childish, and Cardi B responded so quickly. The way she responded, how she responded, and when she stopped cooking just to respond, and she's pregnant. Like, come on. Like, I'm sorry, but people gonna look at Nicki Minaj because, of course, she's considered bitchy, which she is. Cardi B is bitchy too. They both bitchy. They both mean. They both cruel. They both have hate inside of them because of the words they were exchanging with one another. I mean, some of the things was funny, some of the things was not. But my point is, and my take on it is, Cardi B, if you have never responded, you wouldn't be where you at. Like, I feel like a lot of shit you supposed to just look past, because if they had one fight, allegedly or supposedly, they're gonna fight again. Cardi B was even willing to go fight her, talking about, oh, you talk about my child, so what? Nobody that's listening to Cardi B and Nicki Minaj talk to each other like that really cares. We really don't care. It's just for entertainment. But we do know how to assess it and be like, yo, that's messed up that these two women, two broads, two chicks, two females, or however you want to call them, are going back and forth about each other's children, about stupid shit that could have been avoided by each woman. Nicki Minaj, she's not a saint, no, because she have said some things. That'd be like, oh, okay, a cause for concern. Yeah, she said things out the side of her mouth. Nicki Minaj, she was bringing down other people with her, calling out other people. So if you look at it, how could one say that Nicki Minaj is miserable and Cardi B isn't? She's definitely has a role to play. She definitely have her hand in it. With Cardi B is she run her mouth too much. You can tell she run her mouth too much. She trusts too many people so soon. They embrace her because she's sweet. Not sweet. I don't think she's sweet. I think she's just like cool and like likable. A lot of people like Cardi B, and that's okay. She's likable. She's funny, but she is easily she's in this industry. She don't know really her place in the industry. And no, I don't think Cardi B is a plant. No, she came from the Bronx, so she was determined to make her way out of the Bronx, and she did just that. You got to give her that much. She take great care of her family. So does Nikki, but we're not talking about Nikki. We're talking about Cardi, how she just was so easily manipulated. And she just had finished a court case that she won, that she didn't have to dish out any money to someone that was suing her. And when I was watching the court case, I was like, let me see how she act. She take everything. She think stuff like this is a joke. Like, I mean, I know she got a silly personality, such as myself, which I appreciate her personality, but she got up on the stand like with her superiority, knowing that she was going to win and knowing the case was like, you know, petty. But the lawyer did ask her, the prosecutor, well, on the other side, I don't know if the prosecutor, but did ask her, the lawyer that was representing the other girl, I won't say prosecutor. He asked her, "Do she speak like that to everyone, calling people out their names?" She stumbled in that question, because I wanted to say, yeah, she do speak like that to everyone. She thinks she have that authority to speak like that to everyone. She says she is the roast queen. So I guess that's why she got up there and responded to Nicki Minaj so quickly. Like, if anybody gives her a run for her money, it's Nicki Minaj. If anybody that know how to bring her down to her knees is Nicki Minaj. If anybody that know how to make Cardi B look weak is Nicki Minaj. I'm talking about another woman. I'm not talking about men. I don't want to talk about Cardi B husband and her new baby on the way out, because that's just not where I'm at right now. And I don't want to make it seem like, what Cardi B is doing is like I have a problem with. No, I just wanted to overall speak about Cardi B and Nicki Minaj and the state of their beef, and what I think could have happened and what shouldn't have happened, in my opinion. Not saying that Cardi B, you know, don't have a mind of her own, but I'm just thinking, like, at this point, Cardi B could have used her critical thinking skills a little, and just said, "Yo, nah, I'm good. I catch you after I have the baby. If I'm still feeling the same way, I catch you after my cells are done. I catch you after everything is said and over with." But Nicki Minaj is very no, I'm not gonna say manipulative. She's really clever, right? You have to admit that Nicki Minaj is clever. The way that she got Cardi B attention for 3 days, 3 days or probably more, that was just like the mind of a mastermind at its finest. Whether she's miserable or not, she's not that miserable that she's that clever that she could bring someone down to their knees and make them look dumb in front of the whole world, and exposing, her. Cardi B was exposing Nicki Minaj. And one of her tweets, Cardi B said that everybody knows that you schizophrenic and bipolar, but that doesn't stop. Um, that doesn't mean anything. Like, I mean, if she is schizophrenic and bipolar, I mean, that is like a tough, probably, illness to live with. I don't have it, but I know people that do have it, and it's tough to live with. But what Cardi B don't know is like, people that are on like bipolar and schizophrenia, they're really intelligent. And Cardi B, different from Nicki Minaj. So I'm not going to sit up here and say, "Oh, you schizophrenic and you bipolar." But if Nicki Minaj would have had said the same thing about you being schizophrenic and bipolar, you definitely would have tried to defend it, even if it was true or not. So with her saying that, I was like, that's enough. Then I don't look at Nicki Minaj as being schizophrenic or bipolar. I just look at her as being just bitchy. I just think she's a bitch, and she like who she like, and she don't like who she like. That's just like Cardi B have her favorites, right? She want to be so accepted so bad, and she want to be liked by everyone so bad that she have one enemy, considered Nicki Minaj an enemy now, official enemy. She have one enemy that she won't ever face or conquer. I'm sorry, until they get together and sue each other, and that's what's going to wind up happening. Cardi B, I think, because she's from the Bronx, and she have the one thing I didn't like about Cardi. I'll be upfront and honest. After we had an incident of this young boy being killed in the Bronx by a machete, it was a whole big thing all over the news. It reached worldwide records. His name was Junior. He was hacked up and sliced up by a gang with a machete, right? So Cardi B, because she can't contain herself or maintain her composure at times, and she just have to let everyone know what she think. And my father always told me, you don't have to let everyone know what you think. And I learned that as I get older. So she just jump out of nowhere talking about, oh, the nasty ass Bronx, fuck the Bronx. Like, what are you talking about? Why are you saying the nasty ass Bronx, F the Bronx, because a kid got killed? Like, this hasn't happened before. So, but she be trashing the Bronx, and I don't like that. And I just feel like, she get out, she's on her high horse sometimes, and that's okay. The Bronx have its ups and downs, but I don't care. Whatever I do, however I grow, big I become, fantasy land, I won't ever trash the Bronx. So I just stopped liking her after she started trashing the Bronx. Like, and it just goes to show you that, Cardi B is not like all innocent how she want people view her as. And that's what I have to say about that, about Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. But some of their jabs was really funny. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it, but I especially Nicki Minaj, she really do know how to like pinpoint shit and hit people where it hurts. But her talking about the kids and everything, like you, both of them, you look at it and you like they dumb, and then you think about it and then you laugh and then you just forget it. But I just want everybody to know, listen, uh Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, a feud and vicious beef has ruined hip hop. It's a sad day in hip hop. It's both petty, unnecessary. Absolutely, it's going to lose a lot. Both of them are going to lose a lot of money, because Cardi B have ways of like showing that she has prejudice against certain people, and so does Nicki Minaj. So we'll see the outcome of this, and I hope it's just like die down after this. Nobody want to keep hearing this dumb shit because it's dumb. I could see if it was like really of substance, but it's not. Nobody really cares. We really don't care about like Nicki Minaj and her personal life and Cardi B and her personal life. Like, let's keep it real. It's just for entertainment and entertainment purposes only. And I am not going to speak about this unless I have to. Again, this is the only celebrity that I take pride in speaking about is Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, and it escalated over 3 days. They got other celebrities weighing in and surprised and shocked about Cardi B and Nicki Minaj going so public about what they say. My advice, not advice, if I was Cardi B, I would take the Beyonce approach. I would take the Oprah approach. I would take the approach where, nah, you on top of your game. You don't have to respond to someone like Nicki Minaj, especially if you think she's schizophrenic and crazy, and and bipolar. Because she could have easily said, "I'm not going to respond to you because you off your meds," and that's it. That's all. If you had to respond, or you was giving long paragraphs, both of y'all, Nicki Minaj didn't start off with a paragraph, but Cardi B responded to her in a paragraph. That's how you know that Cardi B is like weak. I would give her 5 words, like one sentence answers response. But that's what Cardi B could have did, like hit her where it hurts. Like, nah, I'm not responding to you because you schizophrenic and crazy, bitch. I'll talk to you later. That's it. That's all. But she wanted it. Are you the drama, Cardi B? Yes, you are the drama. Do you have your name and everything? Yes, you have your name and everything. Are you giving dogs bones to go back and tell other people shit, giving a dog a bone to carry? Yes, that's you. Nicki Minaj is too, but her people's a little bit more sophisticated. Cardi B just trusts too many people too soon, and that's her problem. And that's why she get like hoodwinked, or she get blindsided about certain shit coming her way. Because I damn sure know Cardi B was sitting up there when Nicki Minaj was like exposing her, and like how she know that? Like, and I'm pretty sure Nicki Minaj just said the same thing. How do you know that, Cardi? I never told you no shit like that. Who y'all been talking to? Same person y'all been talking to got the same thing in common. They know Cardi B and they know Nicki Minaj. So both women, y'all sad and hateful and cruel, and it was just sad. That's all I got to say. I just wanted to come up here and express my thoughts and opinions and give my insight and perspective on Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. It's a sad day in hip hop for both women, for everyone to be a part of this stupidity. But it's Freestyle Friday. And I'm not going to hold y'all long. I've been up here for 33 minutes. I think 33 minutes is a good time to come chat with my supporters, the brave hearts, the bold, the beautiful, the cool, the confident, sexy, and intelligent. Um, we'll talk more, but I'm going to go to the laundry, see if I have a place down there. But I'll get back to you. Thank you for listening and have a good weekend. Oh, yeah. Thank you for listening to my insight and my perspective.